Hi everyone, and welcome back to Fully Playable Games. So in today's video we are heading out to the final boot fair of the season, but for you, by the time you're actually seeing this, we're probably actually close to the start of the new boot fair season. So yeah, because of the way that I've done the boot fairs this year, I've actually got enough videos to get me through the winter. So yeah, fingers crossed, I will be back at the boot fair now. But yeah, for today, I am going to head out in a minute. It's about 4:10, so we're a bit early, but it's already sellers coming in and setting up. So fingers crossed, it's going to be a good one. The fact that it's the last one of the year. But yeah, with that said, give me a couple of minutes, we'll get ready, and then we'll see what we can find.
Money out of it.
I'll give some money out.
But it's not what you want. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, they buy the batteries, isn't it?
Brand new, it's 700 quid though.
Oh, bloody yeah.
Is that old VHSs though?
Oh, here we go. Have you seen that Miss got it down?
What is that?
I'll have that Pokemon game. Nah, Jay.
What are you
Beano. Oh, I still have that.
VHSs for the win. Is that gold finger or smelly finger?
No comment. You alright? How much do you have any VHSs?
What them? 20p, isn't it? It's got the old James Bond in it.
No, just the one. I only want one.
Just 20 pence, mate.
20p, yeah? Yep. There you go, mate. Cheers.
No power pack for it though. No power pack for it, darling. Because it's just this only.
Graham!
It needs the power pack.
Oh, the power pack.
Yeah, that's the most important part of it.
Oh my god.
It's a big Sega thing.
I don't know where it is.
Sorry, could I grab... Sorry, could I grab the pokes? Yeah, when you get to it.
Oh, Pikachu!
Cheers. Yeah.
No, they're in there, mate.
Do you want £2?
They're there. I'm just distracting you so I can get to that bag.
Very nice.
Tenner. It's up to you.
The no leads.
Just what it is.
Right, I'll have it. Thank you.
It turned up now with the leaves and the rest of this shit.
Trying to get to them. Out of memory cards.
GameCube.
No, he got the controller.
Yeah,
I got
literally,
the memory card.
I literally grabbed for it just as he got it. Cheeky bastard. You see?
Did you see what I got on the bottom?
That's nice, look at that.
I know,
Is that all just for the gun, that box?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's a big gun.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I gave you the game.
Yeah.
I've also got the sensor indoors. Next time you turn
I
up,
got one yesterday.
I'll give you the sensor for it.
I've got that for £5.
Nice.
Games, is it?
No. I sold one last week. I actually put the money in my bank and I dropped it off. 40 quid.
Yeah.
Nice, cool.
Trading 33 quid, didn't they?
What do you want on this, Glenn?
No, yeah, I need to check.
That's in good
Is
condition.
it just the box?
Hey?
Is it just the box?
No, go
No.
in there.
Oh, right.
I need to check it. It's a lovely box.
That's a
They're
lot.
about 50 quid.
Well, he paid a £5 for it.
Yeah.
I said, what do you want? He said, give me a tenner. Done. I buy off with him every bloody week. I do.
Yeah.
He's
I
the
buy
one.
off him
He's the one that
sometimes.
bought that game off.
Yeah.
He bought £2. He's like cursing. I thought him up. We'll sell it. He went, how much? Oh, well, give me a tenner. He was done. He bought off him down there.
I just got Mega Drive.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go.
I bought that
I
one
bought
there.
one down there for
No power lead.
No power lead.
I've got truckloads of power leads at home.
Yeah,
This is
but
why I was like, right, when he was like, no power leads, no deal.
I've got 3 power leads, but it wasn't for me. It was for.
Yeah.
You got it quick.
So
Just the box.
I've
Let
got
me know what you
full
want for
sets
that.
indoors.
Yeah, let me check it.
Yeah, check it. But
Yeah, the check before.
because I've got the gun and everything, all I need is the box and the sights.
He's got the game.
Yeah. I've got the game, the
I've got a
sensor.
sensor. Between us, we've
Literally,
got a setup.
I've got everything apart from the sights and the box.
Like you said, they go for about 50.
Yeah.
Ballpark 50.
You won't see a box back.
What are you offering, mate? With a nice box.
30?
Go 35. No, don't you?
Go on then.
That's 60 euro, mate. Come on.
Yeah.
Keep them coming. Way it goes.
Yeah?
Hey.
What's that Xbox game? Division. Empty. Oh. What's that other thing down there? That little bit of hamsters. Another one here, you drop. Yeah, I think I'll just knock that down there. Yeah, you used to do that for modding. Yeah, so you could like hot swap the discs. The problem is the only bit now is probably value out of that with the laser. So.
And you mate, take care mate. You can get it out mate, it'll work. You're setting up. Set it up.
Yeah mate, let's show on those bits.
Pound each, that 5 for that.
How much of that?
£5. It's chips, it's got games on there.
Right.
It's got no game in there.
Yeah, that one's not. That's just the case. Do 5 for the lot?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a chip, it's got a load of games on there.
Okay, I'll have a. Do you know for the reads and everything?
Yeah, reason that.
Yeah.
Where it's been stored, everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Things are just chucked up the
There you go, mate. Cheers. Right.
Bought any games with you this week, Gav? No games and stuff today. Just your cards.
Yeah.
What are you doing on the?
50p a pack.
How much?
50p a pack.
Do 10 for the lot.
How many are there? £5.
Another one really tried on.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Whenever you can scan it, it's a tag.
Do that for 10.
Chuck in a few more. They're going into the collection. They're not being resold. I'd do.
50p is still a really good deal for each of
Do
those.
12 quid for the lot then.
How many are there?
That'd be 12.
You won't do a deal at all.
Do you think?
50p is really quite a good deal. They're like selling for £1 each. So, how many are there total?
Is this all one?
Unless you kept the one separate.
Yeah, I've got them separate. I mean, that's still 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like 15.50.
That's £12. How much is that one?
It'll be 15.50 total.
Do £12?
How much?
£12?
£12 for the lot, yeah? Yeah.
Oh my god, not the dreaded PS2.
Parts, mate.
No front cover.
It's been modded.
Has it?
Yeah, so it's been.
You thought you would still put the front cover back on?
No, they've got. It's one that they've pulled the top off.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm going to be smaller.
What change?
I just wanted the parts. I've got a couple now.
Just picked up these off this guy.
Yeah.
All right.
£22.
Hugo, Road Rash, Wave Race, also does tennis. All right.
I can't math.
Nice.
Paid 10 for them.
10.
Yeah. Just on. I asked him 15. He went down now. 2 quarters. I have to check it all. I'll have to go check it.
If you want 15 for that, I'll have it.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
All right, brilliant. Cheers, mate.
I'll go with the rest of your stuff.
Yeah. All right, there's 5.
I was going to throw them on the shelf for the
I was
rest
going
of
to
mine.
say,
I've
like,
got loads of them.
and there's 15.
Yeah. That's my cup of tea paid for, and I might even get a bacon roll out of
Yeah,
it.
there you go.
That's how I make my living.
What, selling at the boot fair?
At the boot fair.
Doesn't sell anywhere else, just at the boot fair.
It's my freaking pension, mate. I make no bums about
Brilliant.
that.
Cheers for that.
Cheers. What is it anyway?
Console with some games. I'm going to have a look first.
It'll be a rare Nintendo.
Yeah, that's called
Wii.
a Sony.
Yeah, it's called a Wii.
Right, let me have a look.
It's a Wii. You'll see Wii
You would
stuff.
have a look through that
Yeah,
box.
yeah.
Right, yeah,
so I
thank
just
you.
put there. Robs, if you come over here, yeah? I don't know what's in there, I've just...
It's like Wii stuff, man. Yes. Oh God, I can't even bend it out.
you
I'm not
can
touching anything, don't you worry.
Sod right off after your carry on this morning.
There you go, look. Nothing there. No. There it is. Oh no. A Phillips.
Huh?
It's a Phillips.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Got some little cards there though. Oh, that's all right. You're welcome, mate.
If you put that there, yeah.
Yeah, Nicky.
You were there first.
No, that, yeah,
Don't worry,
yeah,
Stu.
yeah. I've seen what you carry on this morning, lads.
I'm not going to grab anything this time.
I'll stick those in there before I completely destroy them.
Right, you want the Wii U stuff?
Yeah,
That's what
definitely.
I'm saying.
Oh, the
Look out for
Xbox.
Wii U shit.
The Xbox controller, that will go with the one that I bought this morning.
That's a mod.
That's aftermarket.
Third party. There's another one. No, there's
Yeah.
no video, DVDs,
What's that down there? Calculator.
calculator, mate.
Let's see.
Lego film. Woo! Excited now.
I think there's anything else.
No,
No,
for a
it's
party.
aftermarket.
Yeah, I'll take this back.
I'm sure you will. Right, perfect. You're right. All the games and controllers.
Yeah. Okay, so
So we've got empty case, controllers.
I'm going to get these games.
You what?
Or 3, 4, 12.
That's fine, I'll take the empty box.
No, it's not empty boxes there.
Yeah.
Everything else is there, yeah? They all.
No.
What's in the others?
This has got your Mario smash in it.
Oh, okay.
What?
Did you grab that box?
What box? I've got empty cans here. What, this one?
Bastard. I swear.
Is that the Brawl one?
No,
No, I want
no.
the Brawl.
That's
I've got the
that's the
disc.
GameCube.
No, I've got it on Wii U.
Alright, let's have a
I've
look.
got it on Wii U, but I haven't got the disc. I've got the cart, but no disc.
Alright, I'll just grab a lot. There's a couple
Wii
mixed
U are
up.
not big sellers anyway.
I'm collecting
I'm
Wii U.
trying to help you.
Yeah.
They listen.
Right.
Right.
I'm surprised you got
What did you want?
Yeah, if you put those down there. You right?
What did you want for that lot?
For all of these?
Yeah.
How many you got? Right.
That one's
Let's have a
empty.
look
That
through.
one's empty.
Yeah, that one's empty.
Oh well, it's got
Right,
FIFA,
okay.
yeah.
What do you want?
That one's it. I'll have empty ones
Right,
as well
that's
because I
fine,
can
yeah.
find the carts.
I'll shove them in.
Wrong game.
That one's it. Which one's empty?
That one going in there is empty,
That's the
but
wrong
the
game.
game
That
goes
one.
in
Oh,
that
I
one.
see.
That one's
Okay,
empty
that's
as
fine,
well.
that's FIFA, right,
Yeah, you
okay.
Yeah.
take that one out.
Yeah, I'll swap them then, yeah. It's my son sorting them out.
Yeah.
He's not sorted them out very well. Right, shall I put that one in there then? Is
That one
FIFA,
goes
yeah?
in that one.
Yeah, that one goes into that one.
Right, that's it.
There, we've now got a complete
See,
one.
he's got a... Right, so did you want the FIFA then?
Yeah, I'll
You
take
want all that?
a lot because obviously I collect it all.
Okay, right, so that one will go in that one. Right. Yeah, he's not very organised, is he? Right. Oh, they're £20. Robs, will you come round here? Yeah. Yeah, bring that round, darling. Yeah, so,
None of them have got backs on.
No, they've all
Is
got.
that an Xbox One game or is that just a Lego
No, that's
film?
that's the Lego film.
Oh, okay, fine.
okay, so...
So what?
What do you
got
want
any
to
backs
do,
on
please?
Fine.
Right, for
12.
all of that, 15?
I was going to say 12. £2 a controller and a pound a game.
All right, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
12,
What's he
yeah.
done with all the games?
Oh,
no.
no,
Yeah.
you know the batteries, the charger for
Oh,
the
right.
charger.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't put them on them.
Yeah.
There you go. There's 10.
It's a shame. Especially that one. Trying to get the back cover for that one. It's going to be hard.
Well, I've not got one, so.
The black ones are okay. You can
Oh,
get
black
them all
ones.
day long.
Yeah, £3 sort of off
But your,
eBay.
Blood red one will be an awkward cover to get.
Oh.
To complete it.
Worst case scenario, the red one's going to go in the collection anyway. So. Brilliant. Thanks a lot for that.
All right, take
Cheers.
care, thank you. For them.
Okay, so that is going to wrap up our trip to the Sunday Boot Fair. And yes, we have got so much to go through, so I'm going to dive straight in with our first pickup. And that was the bundle of Pokemon Trick or Trade packs. So we've got 35 packs here. We paid £12 for them. Looking them up online, they go for about £22 for 50. So yeah, I wasn't able to get any of these back in October when they were out. I have seen that you can easily get the packs online. So what I'll probably do is I'm probably going to buy a sealed pack and then actually go through and open these because there's only 3 cards in each. So what's that? That's 90. So it's 105 cards in there. So I don't know how big the set is. I don't think it's too big. So it's not within the realms of possibility that we could get a full set. But yeah, so pick those up. Then next up, picked up a couple of books. So the first one that we've got is the Big Book of Manga. So this is a book that's going to basically teach you how to draw manga characters. I pick these up whenever I get them because there's sometimes where I don't really want to watch anything or play a game, but I'm quite happy just to sit there and sketch. I'll be honest, I'm by no means any good. I'm not saying that, but yeah, sometimes it's nice to just sort of get something like this that's a bit different. So that one, we paid £2.50 for that. Looking it up online, it goes for about £30. So yeah, really good pickup there. And then the other one, same sort of thing. We've got the Animator's Survival Guide. So another book to sort of teach you how to draw characters. This one, paid £2.50 for that. That goes for about £21 online. Then, next up, we got, so I went up to this seller and noticed that they had a box filled with stuff. So, ended up really filling my boots, as they say. So, the first thing we got was Super Mario Kart, or Mario Kart DS. This is just the cart and all of the inserts. Doesn't have the actual game. Sorry, the case and all the inserts. It hasn't got the cart in there. But we did pick up a cart a little while ago. I think it was from Lazy Bones. So yeah, I've actually got the ability to put the cart in there. The cart's not in the best of conditions, so I will keep my eye out for a better condition one. But it still just means that I do get to add this into the collection because for some reason I don't have it in the collection, which I'm surprised because I thought that the wife had it on her DS, but I'm obviously wrong. So I didn't pay anything for that. The seller chucked that in with the deal. Case only, it normally goes for about £9 on eBay. So that was a good pickup. And then another case only game that I got was Mario Kart 8. So this one, once again, it comes with all the inserts, but doesn't have the disc in there. I think the seller just didn't realise that the disc wasn't in there. So once again, chucked that in. Couldn't find a price for that on eBay. But yeah, I keep hold of it in case I get hold of the disc. But then I did get hold of a whole load of Wii games. So the first one that we got was FIFA 13. And I think out of all the Wii games, this was the only one that I picked up that I didn't have. So this will be going into the shelf. Paid 80p for that. Goes for 150 at CEX, £5 on eBay. Then a game that literally every Wii owner should have, Nintendo Land. So this was essentially Wii Sports for the Nintendo, for the Wii U, because it was bundled in with a lot of Wii U's, I believe. But it is an absolutely brilliant game. It is essentially a load of mini games based on different Nintendo franchises, but they are so well made that they are really enjoyable. So yeah, really enjoyed playing that. As I say, I do already have it in the collection, so that is a double. I'm going to put that in with my sort of Wii U stockpile that I've got going. So paid £80 for that. Goes for £4 at CEX, £5 on eBay. Then we've got Zombie U. Once again, another game that I've got. And yeah, the first time I actually played this, I think it was actually on the PS4, because at the time I didn't have a Wii U, and it got re-released later on. I know it definitely came out on the PS4, not sure whether it came out on the Xbox One, but yeah, originally it was a Wii U exclusive, but because the Wii U performed so badly, Ubisoft then basically released it on other platforms. So we paid, once again, 80p for that. Goes for £4 at CEX, £5 on eBay. And once again, it is a double. I have already got it in the collection. Then we've got Splatoon. I'll be honest, I've never played any of the Splatoon games. Mainly because I'm just not a massive fan of online games. I've never got into them, never enjoyed them. So that's always put me off. But I will admit, I am going to try give them a go for this video, but I'm not too sure whether they'll actually work, because I don't know if the online functionality for the Wii U is still up. So I'll have a go, I'll try, and then if not, I'll put a little message down the bottom. But once again, 80p for that, £5 at CEX, £7 on eBay. And the final Wii U game that we got was Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. This one goes for £6 at both CEX and eBay, and once again paid 80p for it, but we do already have it, so yeah, once again that will go with the Wii U stockpile. Then next up, so I actually come across a seller and ended up picking a couple of bits up from them. First one that we've got is Samba de Amigo on the Wii U. I believe, if I remember rightly, this was originally a Dreamcast game, which later got re-released on the Wii U. I've never played it, but it does have, it does use a lot of Sega games or Sega music within it. I know one of them that I've seen sort of on other people's videos. It uses like the Outrun tune, for example. It is complete. I think, yes, it is complete. But yeah, I'll probably end up doing a case swap. The actual case itself isn't in brilliant condition. So that one, we paid £1 for that. Goes for £1 at CEX and £3 on eBay. Then next up, picked up Lemmings on the PSP, but unfortunately didn't realise until I got home. No, actually I realised it at the boot fair, so that's why I got it a bit cheaper. It doesn't actually have the game in there. So I will keep an eye out for the game, but yeah, the seller gave me that for 50p. I haven't got any comparison prices because obviously we don't have the game. And then from this same seller, I did pick up one more thing, but I haven't got it on the table yet. And that is a modified PS2. So basically, this has been chipped. And they've got it's basically designed to use the swap out method. So originally there would have been a cover on here that would have flipped up, and yeah, basically what the idea is that you would sort of swap discs to get the to be able to sort of bypass either sort of region locking or copy protection. I'll be honest, I literally bought it for parts because I'm pretty sure it's not going to work. If it does, it's not going to work in a way that I want it to. So yeah, I bought it for parts. I'll be honest, I haven't tested it yet either. So I don't even know whether it works or not. But paid £3.50 for that. Looking it up online, sort of other sort of modified PS2s will go for about £75. But as I say, I don't really know whether it works. I haven't done anything with it. So yeah, just as I say, that was purely bought for parts. Then, while I was walking around as well, one of the resellers actually come up to me and offered me a whole stack of games for a really good price. So there was no way I was going to say no to it. So the first game that we've got is WCW versus Nitro World Tour on the N64. Now there is no gameplay footage for this because you know the rules on the channel. We don't play wrestling games, but yeah, we didn't have it in the collection, and obviously it was offered in with the bundle that he gave me, so I wasn't going to say no. That one goes for about £8 at CEX, £9 on eBay. I'll go through the total price paid after we've gone through all the games. Next up, we've got Tetris on the original Game Boy. Everyone knows Tetris, what can we say? £8 at CEX, £9 on eBay again. Then we go on to games that I haven't got in the collection. So first off, we've got Tennis on the original Game Boy. This one goes for £3. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. It goes for £3 at CEX, £4.50 on eBay. Yeah, once again, I've played this. I think I've played this at a friend's house when I was younger, and then playing it now definitely brought back a lot of memories. Then a game that I hadn't actually played, or not this version of it, and that was Wave Race. This was really interesting to play on sort of like Game Boy level technology. I don't think it's the sort of game that it's not a great game to play. So it's not. Wave Race, when it was originally designed, wasn't designed for the Game Boy. So yeah, trying to sort of shoehorn this on, it just didn't work in my opinion. But Wave Race goes for... No, I've got these round the wrong way. Why have I got Tennis on here twice? Oh, don't know what I am doing. So, sorry, Tennis goes for £4 at CEX, £5 on eBay. Wave Race goes for £3 at CEX, £4.50 on eBay. There we go. I'll get it around the right way in a minute. Then, next up, we've got Road Rash on the Game Boy. Now, unfortunately, this one wouldn't play. It wouldn't play in my Game Boy player. I haven't actually tried it in a normal Game Boy. But yeah, whenever I tried to advance, I'd get to the menu, and whenever I tried to advance past the menu, it just wouldn't do anything, it just crashed. So yeah, unfortunately, I haven't got any footage for that, and at the moment I'm marking it as faulty, but in working condition it goes for £6 at CEX, £10 on eBay. Then we've got Small Soldiers on the Game Boy, and I have to say, really enjoyed this. So obviously, I picked up Small Soldiers earlier on in the year from Lazy Bones on the PS1. And I have to say, this version was by far a million times better. So obviously it's a 2D platformer. And yeah, thoroughly enjoyed playing this. This goes for £3 at CEX, £8.50 on eBay. And then the last game that I got was Hugo on the Game Boy Color. This one goes for £2 at CEX and £12 on eBay. Don't know why there's such a big difference there. I will be honest, I don't remember this one. I can't remember what this one was like, but obviously you'll see the footage on screen at the moment. But yeah, don't remember a lot about that, so can't really comment. But yes, so that is all the games that I got. And I actually paid £15 for all of them. So for me, that was an absolutely brilliant pickup. Some amazing new additions to the collection. And yeah, really happy to pick them up. But what I have realised is that I have missed some bits out. So with the seller that I went to, where I picked up all of the Wii U games, I actually got a whole bunch of Xbox One controllers. So I managed to pick up 3 black Xbox 360, Xbox One controllers, Xbox One controllers. Now I have gone through and tested them all. One of them, so all of them need new battery covers. One of them needs a new left stick. One of them, the left trigger is dead. And one of them, I haven't got a clue what that error, what that says. Triggers pressing, I think it was. Don't know what the other error was. But yeah, I picked them up, so I'll probably go through and repair them when I can. Obviously, we did pick up that whole bag, those bags of controller parts. I know that there's a couple of thumbsticks in there, so I'll be able to swap out the thumbstick quite easily. But in addition to that, I did also pick up one of the red controllers. So I don't currently have one of these in the collection. So yeah, this one was bought specifically to add into the collection. And this one, once again, needed a battery cover. But I managed to pick one up from eBay. So that is now in complete condition. I have tested it. There is drift on the right stick. So this will probably be one of the first ones that I repair. And then I can have that complete and working and put it into the collection. So for the controllers, I paid £2 each for them. The black controllers go for £50 at CEX and £28 on eBay. And then the red one goes for £50 at CEX and £38 on eBay. So yeah, a good little pickup there. As I say, what I'll probably do is hold on to the controllers, keep a couple as spare, and maybe if I get hold of any Xbox One Xbox One consoles, get them fixed, get them bundled in, and then I'll be able to sell the consoles on. So that is the first part of everything I've got, but I just need to get the other stuff set up now on the table because there was so much that I picked up today. I just couldn't fit it in one go. So if you give me 2 minutes, I'll get all that set up, and then we can go through the next load of bits. Okay, so I've got everything set up now to go through the rest of the pickups for today. So next up, I ended up going up to this cellar, and they had so much gaming bits on their table, but not necessarily games. So the first thing I got off them is a game. So I got Destiny Warriors 2 on the PS2. I have to admit, every time I've played these, I really enjoy the Destiny Warriors games. Yeah, very, very good games. Really enjoy them. So whenever I see them, I will always pick them up. So I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for this because I actually got it in with the bundle. So yeah, we'll go through that at the end. But it sells for £2.50 at CEX, £4 on eBay. Right, so getting into the rest of it, the other bits that you had were all essentially add-ins. So some of this stuff come from special editions, some of it come from sort of normal version of the games. So first off, I've got a whole stack of game maps. So the first one that we've got is the Red Dead Redemption 2 full map, which I don't actually have the maps for my Xbox One version. So these are going to go straight in there, which is great. So we've got that one, which is the full map. That one actually sells for about £25 apparently online. When I've looked it up, literally the only listing I can see was for £25. So yeah, I'll be interested to see whether that is. I think with this one, it actually come with one of the special editions, and that's why it's so expensive. Then in addition to that, we also got the Red Dead Redemption 2 map of New Handover and New Austin. So it's double-sided. That one goes for £4. But once again, both of those will go into my copy of Red Dead Redemption 2 on the Xbox One. I've got it on PS4 as well, but that version is complete. Next up, we've got Valkyria Chronicles Remastered. So it's not a map, it is just a poster. So it's a double-sided poster. Yeah, don't know why I thought that was a map. So yeah, I couldn't find a price for that, obviously, because I was looking for a map, and it's not a map. Then next up, we've got the map of Stardew Valley. So yeah, I don't know anything about Stardew Valley. I've never played it, and every time I've gone to pick up a copy at the boot fair, someone's always beat me to it. Normally Calvin, which I'll grass him up for that. So once again, couldn't find a price for the Stardew Valley map. The next map that we've got is one that I have definitely got in the collection, but I need to open it up without ripping it. And that is GTA 5. So this is the Los Santos map. And yeah, once again, I have got this. I have got all of these in my collection already. But one, it's always good to have a spare, and I'll probably keep hold of it in case I get hold of a copy of GTA 5 to sell. So the GTA 5 map goes for about £3 on eBay. And then the last map that we've got is from Torment, Tides of Numina, or something like that. Never heard of the game, don't know anything about it, but I will say it's probably one of the most realistic maps that I've seen. And once again, couldn't find a price on that one either. Then, in addition to the maps, I also had a whole stack of original soundtracks. So, once again, we've got Torment, Tides of Numeria. This is the soundtrack. Couldn't find a price for that online. I don't think actually I've got prices for any of the soundtracks, so I'm not going to keep saying that I didn't get a price for that. Next one we've got is Evil Within. Then Amina, Gates of Memories. Once again, never heard of it. We've got Stardew Valley. This is from the collector's edition. And the final soundtrack was Dark Souls. Right, so next up we've got a couple of Tom Clancy Ghost Recon Wildlands inserts. I don't think I've got Wildlands in the collection. I think that's a fairly new game, if I remember rightly. Then we've got next up we've got Kingdom of Hearts HD 1.5 remix. This is the art book. It says art. Oh yeah, there you go. So we've got the art book, the manual, and the registration cards. So yeah, I thought that was quite cool. Don't think I've got 1.5 remix, which would be a PS3 game. Not too sure, I'll have to have a look. Then next up we've got the Wanted mini comic. I don't know, I think looking at the back, it is advertising the there's sort of screenshots from the film. So yeah, I can assume that it was a promotional thing that was brought out for the Wanted movie. I did actually manage to find that online. That goes for about £3.20. Then next up we've got something that would have actually been a monumental pickup. But well, it's still a monumental pickup, but it could have been even more monumental. And this is Destiny, the Taken King Collector's Edition book. Now, what makes this so special is on the inside, it should have a coin. But unfortunately, the coin wasn't in here. And if it had the coin, it would sell on eBay for £235. But because it doesn't have the coin, and just the book, just this on its own, though, will still go for about £100. I don't know why, but yeah, those are the sort of prices that I was seeing online. I will keep my eye out for the coin. I'm not expecting to ever find it. But yeah, if I manage to find it, then I'll add it in, so this is complete. But yeah, other than that, it's just a bit of an oddity having the collection. Then we've got a couple of bits from Evil Within. So we've got the lenticular cover and a notebook. So these will actually have come in the special edition set with the soundtrack. I think we've got the special edition. I can't remember if it's on. Yeah, it's the PS4. I can see it just there. So yeah, I already knew about these, but yeah, they were there as well. So we just chucked them in. Then we've got the Art of BioShock Infinite. So this is the art book that would have come with the special edition. So not too bad. Actually, sorry, the Evil Within lenticular cover and notebook go for about £3 on eBay. The Art of BioShock Infinite goes for about £8. Then we've got the Dishonored tarot deck, or tarot deck, I don't know however you pronounce it. This is brand new and sealed, so this would have come with one of the special editions of Dishonored. I'm not too sure which one. Not sure whether it's actually the original version or the newer version. But that one they go for about £10 on eBay in a sealed condition. And yeah, so for all of that, so right away from Destiny Warriors all the way through to the Dishonored tarot cards, I paid £6 for it all. So yeah, I wasn't going to complain there. As I say, there was so much there, and a lot of it will just be sort of put away. I've got no intentions on doing anything with them at the moment. But as I say, there are a couple of maps in there that will be handy, and I can put them into games that I've got in the collection and make them complete. And then the other thing that I did buy from this seller, but this was I think this was either bought first or last, and that is BioShock Rapture novel. So yeah, I hadn't seen these before, so I decided to pick it up. This one, I paid 50p for it, and it goes for about £4 on eBay. Then next up we have got a Xbox 360 game, and this is Alone in the Dark. So I've played a couple of the Alone in the Dark games, couldn't really get on with them, but saw this there, didn't have it in the collection, so decided to grab it, and actually what I want to do is give it a go. See if because this is a later version, obviously being on the Xbox 360, but yeah, I want to give it a go. From what I've seen though, I actually think that this is probably the worst one to try, because if I remember from what I've seen, I think, I'm not 100% sure, I can't remember, because I haven't actually captured footage for this yet. No, I haven't captured footage for this yet. Is that when this one was released, this was basically a down point in the Alone in the Dark series. So yeah, I'll give it a go and see what I think. So that one we paid £1 for that. Goes for £2 at CEX, £4 on eBay. Then next up we've got a limited edition box set. So this is Sid Meier's Pirates on the, I think it's PC, yeah. So it's a collector's edition that comes with a DVD, map, t-shirt, as well as a copy of the game. Unfortunately, this copy doesn't include the game. So yeah, what I've actually done is I've gone and picked up another copy off eBay, and what I'll do is I'm going to take it out of the cardboard sleeve and put the game in the box, so it's then complete. So I paid for the actual box set, I paid £1. Obviously couldn't find a price on there, but with the game added in, I paid £4.39 for the game, so just over £5 in total. The whole box set goes for £10 at CEX, £25 on eBay, so well worth doing. Then what are we on to next? Okay, so next up we're actually on, we've got a game that I haven't already got in the collection, but I've actually got the, I think it's the complete edition it's called, and that is Horizon Zero Dawn. So when I was at the boot fair, and Calvin picked this up, I was actually saying, oh, if you don't want that, I'll have that, because I don't think I've got it in the collection. And when I said that, I was thinking that it was the newer game, and I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. But yeah, it was only once I got home that I realised that it was Zero Dawn. It was the first one in the series. But as I say, I didn't have the standard edition. I only had the complete edition. But I will say, I can say a lot about this game, because this is currently the game, as I'm filming this, this is the game that I'm currently playing through at the moment. I think I'm about 15 hours into it. So yeah, I will admit I'm really enjoying this. This is a game that I've been wanting to play for a while, but just haven't had the time. So I've now been sort of forcing myself and making the time each night to sort of sit down and play it. Really enjoying it, and looking forward to seeing where the story will actually go. So yeah, hopefully by the time you see this video, I'll have completed it. So I paid £2 for that. Goes for £4 at both CEX and eBay. Right, so next up, we actually ended up with a bit of a weird one. Actually, I will admit I didn't put the footage of this in, just because it sort of rattled on for quite a long time, and that was a Mega Drive. So yeah, for some reason there was a load of people that got to this before me. There was probably about 2 or 3 resellers that picked this up before I could get to it, and they all turned it down purely because it didn't have the power supply. Now I thought that was really strange, because the console on its own would sell for a decent amount, but yeah, no one wanted to pick it up, so I snatched it up. I wasn't going to leave it. So I have tested it. It does all work. The big reason why I wanted to get it was because it was a variant that I didn't have. So it's the one that's got the high definition graphics stereo sound at the top, and it's got the 9-pin expansion port on the back. Looking at the expansion port, it is quite rusty, so I am going to have to try and open it up and see if I can sort of treat that rust. I have tested it. It does all work, so that's really good. In addition to that, it also comes with a controller as well. But what it was missing was the cap, or the cover over the expansion port. So what I've done was went on eBay, picked up a replacement, so that I can now put that on. There we go. So I paid, what did I pay for the Mega Drive? I ended up getting that for £5, and the expansion cover cost me £9.99. So yeah, really happy with that. As I say, it's a version of the Mega Drive that I don't have in the collection, so really happy to add that in. Then while I was at that same stall as well, also picked up a couple of books, because why not? So first one that we got was My Hero Academia #1, and then I'm going to read this off here, a Silent Voice Volume 1. I don't know. Whenever I see manga books, I just grab them. Don't know anything about the story or anything like that. I just pick them up and see later as to whether I like them or not. So the manga books, I paid £1 each for those. My Hero Academia goes for £4, and a Silent Voice goes for £3. Then I managed to pick up a Master System controller. So as I was walking around, I saw this on the seller's stall, and yeah, just grabbed it. I think it was one of the only gaming things they had there. So asked them what they were asking for it, and I can't remember how much they were asking for initially, but I know that I sort of bartered them down. Ended up getting it for £2. Looking it up online, it goes for £12 at CEX, £14 on eBay. Right, so next up, managed to get a couple of Xboxes. So the first one that we got was an OG Xbox. Now I have tested this, as I say, picked them both up as faulty. This one has a flashing red and green light when you plug it in. Now from what I'm aware, that means that it has basically the power supply needs to be recapped. So yeah, I might do that in a repair video, That'd be something different. I've not done that before, so yeah, looking forward to that. Paid $7.50 for it. In this condition, it goes for about £20 on eBay. So yeah, not too sad. And then the other Xbox that I got was an Xbox One. So we got a load of Xbox One controllers earlier on in the video, and now we've got the console to go with it. So this one was labelled as faulty as well. Once again, I have tested it, and it won't read CDs. So yeah, there's going to be a problem with the DVD drive, whether that needs a new laser or it just needs cleaning. So yeah, not too bad. Looking at the back, it looks like the warranty seal's already been removed before, so not too worried there. And yeah, paid $7.50 for that. These sell for about £25 in a faulty condition on eBay. But yeah, I will probably have a go at fixing it myself and see what we can do with it. Then, so there's one more thing I picked up at the boot fair, and I actually picked this up quite early on in the boot fair. And I have to say that I was surprised at this is an understatement. So whenever I'm out and about, if I see anything to do with like video games promotions or anything like that, I'll always pick it up. This time I found, blown away, this is a 1997 PlayStation promotional VHS, and yeah, I saw it, literally I saw it like that in a box, grabbed it, said to the guy, what do you want? And he basically said, well, 20p. Brilliant, great, I've got another VHS to add to the collection. But when I get home, I then find out that it is extremely sought after. So looking it up on eBay, this sells for about £75. I was floored. Really was. Couldn't believe that I'd sort of landed this for 20p. Really happy. I have actually gone through and what I've done is I've digitized the contents, so that I don't have to actually watch it on the VHS anymore. I've got a copy of it on the PC. But yeah, absolutely over the moon with that. 20p for a £75 VHS. That is an absolute win, and if I was reselling it, it'd be even better, but I'm not. Okay, so next up we have got a couple of pickups from some of the guys that we normally pick up from. The first one we've got is from Nikki, and surprisingly enough, this is actually, we've only got one item from Nikki this week. I will say that this was picked up quite a while ago. If I have a look, yeah, I actually went to this boot fair in September. That's how long ago it was. But yeah, he messaged me this, and immediately, as soon as I saw it, I was like, yes, please. And that is a 1993 Tails plush. So this is official Sega, and yeah, just absolutely amazing. It's a bit grubby, so it needs a bit of a clean up, but yeah, absolutely over the moon with this. So I paid £10 for this. Looking it up online, they go for about £60. But obviously this one will firmly be staying in the collection. I don't know where I'm going to put it, because obviously I don't really want to be covering too many of the games up with plushes, but equally don't want this just stuffed into storage. So yeah, I'm going to have a look, see where I can find to put that. So yeah, as I say, that was the only pickup from Nikki. Next up, I actually got a pickup from Dan, and this was actually something that I think his wife was selling there. So Dan had this on basically her stall, and it is Ring Fit Adventure on the Switch. So yeah, I hadn't actually sort of considered picking this up. I'd seen it about, but yeah, never really considered picking it up. I will say it doesn't come with the game. Dan did tell me that straight off the bat. It is just the ring, the box, everything like that. So I ended up paying £5 for that. But what I did do is, as soon as I left the boot fair, I went and got a copy of the game as well. So I paid £15.98 off eBay for the game. The whole thing, the Ring Fit and the game, will go for about £22 unboxed at CEX and about £30 on eBay. So I knew picking the game up in addition was going to be bring me in well under the price that it normally sells for. But also, when I opened the box, it also had an official had an official Switch power supply. And you know what? If you've been watching the channel over the last 6 to 8 weeks, you would have known that I have been putting together a complete in-box Switch from sort of bits and pieces that I've been getting. And the one thing I was missing was a power supply. So that is why I haven't picked up a power supply before, was because I had one sitting in the wings waiting, but couldn't mention it until this video. So yeah, this was in the box. Looking these up online, they go for about £15 on eBay. So yeah, I am going to be putting that into my Switch box as soon as I finish filming. And then that Switch is going to be complete. All I need to do is do the repair on it. So I am still waiting to get the money together to get the parts. But as soon as I do, I will be doing a repair video. And then, just before we wrap up, I did get a couple of bits off Glenn as well. So the first one that we've got is a PS4 game. And that is Back to the Future, the game. So this is a Telltale game. And I have to admit, I love this game. I played it originally on Steam when it first came out. Played it all the way through, played all 5 episodes. And essentially this, if you wanted to look at the timeline, this is Back to the Future 4. So this takes place after the 3rd film. And yeah, basically it is a sort of whole different story. I absolutely loved it, really enjoyed it, and going back and playing it sort of all this time later, definitely really enjoyed it, definitely happy to have it in the collection, because we paid £20 for it. Looking it up online, it goes for £40 at both CEX and eBay. So yeah, a really good pickup there. The only other one that I do want to pick up from the Telltale series is Jurassic Park, the game. That's another game that I've played through a couple of times. Really enjoyed it, but I do want a physical copy, and the only physical copy you can get is on the 360, but also you can only get it in the US. So it's an NTSC game. So what I am hoping to do is I'm hoping to pick that up. I think the price of it's really come down. At one point it was like 50-60 quid, but it's come down now. I think you can sort of get it for about 20 to about 15 to 20 quid. So yeah, I am going to get in and pick that up as soon as I can. And then the other thing that I picked up, and this was something that I'd been wanting for a while, and it ties into the aims for the year, obviously getting things in boxes, and that is a boxed Menacer. So obviously I have a Menacer in the collection. That's my original Menacer from when I was a kid, but unfortunately I am missing the eyesights. I think I've got that bit, or I might have, that bit might be missing as well, but I have everything else bar those bits. Well, I've been looking about to get those, but I'd also been wanting to get a box for it, and then I saw Glenn walk past. He had this and I was like, what do you want for it? I'll have it. So I paid £35 for this. It goes for £48 at CEX, £60 on eBay. The only problem with it is it is missing the game and it is missing the sensor, but I do have both. So I've got my original sensor and we've got the game just up there on the shelf. So what I am going to do is I'm going to keep an eye out to see if I can get additional ones. So if I can get a sensor somewhere and a copy of the game somewhere, then I will grab them, put them in the box, and then just have that as a complete in-box version that doesn't get touched. And then if I ever want to use it, I'll use sort of my existing one. But yeah, really chuffed to have them. And yeah, absolutely amazed that I saw that at the boot fair. So that is going to wrap it up for all the pickups. But before we wrap up, let's quickly run through the totals. So our total spend for today was £192 and 6p. If we bought everything from CEX, we'll be looking at a total cost of £449. And then if we bought everything from eBay, it would have cost us £979. So yeah, some absolutely amazing pickups there, some really good prices, and definitely some amazing additions to the collection. So by the time you see this as well, the boot fair season will have started back up again. But in the next couple of weeks, I have got a brand new boot fair that I went to for the first time last year. And then following that, I've then got a bit of a split video because we then, me and Nikki actually trekked out to a boot fair down in Surrey. Didn't prove to be too successful, but I did manage to get some really good gaming pickups from there. So yeah, we've got 2 monumental boot fair videos coming up in the next few weeks. So if you're not already, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell to be kept up to date when they go live. Obviously, if you did enjoy today's video as well, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and really help YouTube promote the video and get it out there in front of some more people. But yeah, with that said, I am going to wrap the video up there. So just want to say a massive thank you for watching today. Really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.